let's be real, you don't even know why you buy half the things you buy. That new jacket, that coffee, that random gadget you swear you needed. You didn't decide to buy it, your brain did. And guess what? Your brain has been programmed to spend like it's allergic to saving. You think you're in control. Bro, companies literally hire scientists to make sure you're not. Welcome to the real game, the psychology of spending. You see, every time you swipe your card or hit add to cart, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine. That's the same chemical that fires when you eat chocolate, get likes on Instagram, or win a bet. It's not money, it's a drug. And the crazy part? You're not buying the thing, you're buying the feeling. They know it. You don't. That's why the broke stay broke, not because they don't earn, but because they can't control the urge. Let's talk about the real addiction. You think addiction is just alcohol or drugs. Nah. It's spending. You don't realize it, but your phone is a mini casino. Scroll, ad, offer, discount, sale. You think you're just browsing, but you're actually being trained. Trained to crave. Trained to spend. Trained to believe happiness lives inside your next package delivery. And every time you say, I deserve this, marketers smile, because that's their favorite lie. Here's the truth. Getting rich starts in your mind, not your paycheck. But staying rich, that's about mastering your emotions. You can't build wealth if your feelings control your wallet. You can't build wealth if your feelings control your... You can't save money if every sad day ends in online shopping. You can't invest if your brain sees money as a way to fix boredom. Let's test it. What's the first thing you do when you're stressed? You spend. When you're happy? You spend. When you're sad? You spend. You've made spending your emotional support system. Let's break it down. Poor people spend emotionally. Rich people spend strategically. When a broke person gets money, they ask, what can I buy? When a rich person gets money, they ask, how can I multiply this? That's it. That's the game. The broke mindset says, I need to look rich. The wealthy mindset says, I'd rather be rich. And the sad truth, most people don't want wealth, they want validation. They want to look like they're winning. So they spend like crazy trying to prove it. You've seen it. Someone gets their first salary, boom, new shoes, new phone, weekend trip. They flex online, get some likes, and go back to zero by Monday. That's not success. That's self-sabotage in HD. If that's you, I'm not judging. I'm telling you, you're being played. Every color, every ad, every sale ends today promo is psychological warfare on your wallet. But since you are here, let that be of the past, cause we're going to talk about traps, the ones you walk into smiling. Trap number 1. The I deserve it trap. You've worked hard, you're tired, you say, let me treat myself. That's fine, until you start treating yourself into debt. You deserve peace, not payments. Trap number 2, the just this once trap. No, it's never once. It's every weekend, every launch, every sale. If you can't say no once, your wallet will always say no for you later. Trap number 3, the lifestyle trap. You got a raise, great, but you upgraded your car, your clothes, your food. Now you're just as, but with nicer photos. Trap number 4, the marketing trap. Listen, you think ads are just ads? Nah, they're psychology experiments. Every color, every sound, every limited offer, it's all designed to hijack your mind. The add to cart button is literally placed where your dopamine hits fastest. That sale ends in 2 hours banner. It's fake, but it makes your brain panic like it's a fire drill. You buy not because you need it, but because your brain says, if I don't, I'll lose something. Bro, you don't have a spending problem. You've been engineered to lose control. Trap number 5, the emotional trap. Your money decisions aren't logical. They're emotional. You think you're buying stuff, but you're actually buying feelings. That outfit? You didn't buy it because you needed it? You bought it because you wanted to feel seen. That new phone? You didn't upgrade because the old one broke. You upgraded because your ego couldn't handle your friend's new iPhone. You see, the system doesn't sell products. It sells status. And you're the perfect customer, hungry for validation. They know you'll trade your rent money just to look like you're doing well. And once they have your emotions, they own your wallet. Trap number 6, the HF Flex loop. You flex, people notice. You feel proud, your brain rewards you. You spend again. It's not a spending habit, it's a chemical addiction. And it's crazy because you don't even realize you're chasing fake respect with real money. That's the loop that keeps you broke. The rich don't buy to impress. They buy to multiply. You buy to recover from the pain of not having. That's why you can't stay rich. Your brain doesn't want peace, it wants pleasure. Trap number 7, the luxury illusion. You ever notice how broke people know luxury brands better than investors? You can't spell asset, but you can spell Balenciaga blindfolded. Luxury tricks your mind. It whispers, if you buy me, you'll be respected. So you fall for it. You pay $400 for sneakers made in the same factory as $60 ones. But you're not buying sneakers. You're buying status anesthesia. The pain of being broke disappears for a moment until the credit alert hits you like a slap. Trap number 8, the broke mindset. Let's talk about your I'll start saving next month energy. That's the same mindset that says, I'll start working out Monday. You won't. You're addicted to next time. You're not broke because you don't make money. You're broke because you don't respect money. You treat it like it'll always come back. But guess what? Money only stays where it's treated like a guest of honor. You want a secret? Wealthy people are not smarter. They're just emotionally disciplined. They get the same dopamine hit as you, but they don't chase it through spending. They get it through investing, through control, through delayed reward. Meanwhile, you're chasing fast feelings instead of slow freedom. Trap number 9, the self-justification loop. You ever say, I deserve it after buying something dumb? That's your broke brain speaking French. It's guilt sugar-coated with self-love. But real self-love isn't rewarding your stress with debt. It's building peace through discipline. You don't need to buy things to prove your worth. You need to hold back to build your worth. Every time you justify a purchase that keeps you broke, you're telling your future self, I don't care about you. I just want to feel good right now. Trap number 10, the rich mindset. Here's the twist. Rich people spend more than you, but smarter. They buy things that make money. They buy leverage, not labels. They see money like seeds, not confetti. You throw yours in the air to celebrate. They plant theirs in the ground to multiply. You spend to escape pain. They invest to escape limits. You use money to look rich. They use it to stay free. You call it just one drink. They call it compound interest. You want to feel like you made it. They want to make it forever. Trap number 11, the debit comfort zone. Your brain adjusts to debt like it's normal. You've made borrowing a lifestyle. Your credit score looks like a hospital patient flatlined. But deep down, you don't even panic anymore. You've accepted struggle like it's your identity. You call it hustling. But real hustlers don't live paycheck to paycheck. They build escape plans. And every time you buy something you can't afford, you're signing a contract with your future depression. Trap number 12, rebuilding your brain. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Wealth starts with self-control, not income. If you can't manage $100, you'll never manage $10,000. Money doesn't change people. It exposes them. If you're reckless broke, you'll be reckless rich. If you're strategic broke, you'll be unstoppable rich. You have to rewire your brain. Start seeing money as a soldier, not a toy. Every dollar has a mission. And if it doesn't work for you, it works against you. So here's the challenge. For the next 30 days, track every single thing you buy. Watch how many times your emotions swipe your card. You'll shock yourself. And when you finally control your mind, you'll realize you were never broke. You were just mentally hijacked. You don't need to work harder. You need to think sharper. Because money doesn't leave. It just walks away from people who don't respect it. So stop calling it a spending habit. Call it what it really is, financial self-sabotage. Control your brain and your wallet will follow. Now ask yourself, are you rich in your mind or just rich in your cart? You can't out-earn bad spending habits. Let me say that again. You cannot out-earn a bad spending habit. I don't care if you make $1,000 or $10,000 a month. If your brain spends emotionally, your bank account will always be in pain. Now let's flip it. You want to stay wealthy? You gotta spend like the rich. Not the wannabe rich, the actually rich. Real wealthy people don't flex their money, they protect it. They buy assets, not applause. They don't buy things that lose value, they buy things that build value. You ever see a millionaire wearing the same hoodie every day? You think it's a fashion choice? No, it's a decision saver. They don't waste mental energy on small things, because that energy builds empires. So here's the real challenge. You gotta reprogram your brain. You gotta make saving feel as exciting as spending. You gotta make investing feel as addictive as shopping. That's the shift. That's the new drug. That's how you outsmart a system that profits off your impulses. Next time you feel like spending, pause, ask yourself, do I want this, or was I told I want this? 9 times out of 10, you'll realize it's not you talking, it's marketing. You don't need to stop spending. You need to start spending with purpose. Buy things that make you more valuable, not more broke. Buy peace, not pressure. Buy freedom, not flexes. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. You don't need more money. You need more control. You don't need a raise. You need a reason. When your why becomes stronger than your want, your money starts working for you. Let's make this personal. Open your bank app. Look at your last 10 transactions. Now tell me, how many of them made you money back? Exactly. That's the psychology of spending right there, pain disguised as pleasure. You think wealth starts with numbers, but it starts with awareness. You can't manage what you don't understand. You can't change what you don't confront. So here's the challenge. For 30 days, don't buy anything that doesn't build you. No random gadgets. No emotional shopping. Just peace, patience, and purpose. Watch how your life changes. Your confidence rises. Your bank balance breathes. And suddenly, you realize you never needed more money. You just needed discipline. You were never bad with money. You were just too good at ignoring your triggers. Now you know them. Now you control them. Now you destroy the debt and rebuild your future. That's the psychology of spending. And this time, you play the game, not the other way around. Control your emotions, control your money. Lose control, and you'll work for people who did it better. Stay with the debt destroyer cause in the next video. I will unveil the secrecy to financial freedom, where I will be showing how to naturally achieve financial freedom without shortcuts.